All right, this is freshman year, so this is where it all began. The start of high school. I remember I was so nervous about going into high school that I printed off a map of the school and highlighted all my classrooms and tried to find the best routes to take and like where I should walk. And the first week of school, I just walked around just staring at that map. Looking back on it, I really didn't need to do that. The high school was so easy to navigate, and I was probably the biggest target for the seniors to pick on. I wonder why no one took advantage of that because I'm kind of glad they didn't. Academically, this year was by far my easiest year. I'm a good student, so naturally it wasn't hard to adjust to the new schedule. I had a lot of fun classes and made some new friends pretty easily, which is all you can really ask for as a freshman. But my favorite thing about freshman year was definitely marching band. It's the best decision I ever made to join. It sounds super nerdy, but I don't care because I had so much fun and continued to march all 4 years. I met even my closest friends in band, and we all just kept marching, kept doing band. And we also have band camp every year at Central Michigan, which we go for a week in August and learn the whole entire show, playing and marching. And it's always a lot of work, but it's so much fun that you don't even notice how hard you're working. And there's always some fun event every night they have, like one night's a talent show or a food eating contest or even a dance. There's a lot of work to do on the field, and that year it was so hot. It was right at the end of summer, like 90 degrees plus, and kids were dropping like flies from dehydration. Unfortunately, I was one of them. So, like, during the first day we were outside, we were just out there all day, and we didn't really have many water breaks because we just had to get started really quickly and get through the sets. And I wasn't feeling so hot, so I walked up to my section leader and asked if I could get a drink really quick. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground and she was holding me. So apparently I passed out and she caught me. After that, I was totally fine. I didn't really have an episode for the rest of the week until the last day, but I'd never passed out before, so I didn't really know what happened. And the last day, like I mentioned, I passed out too. It was on the turf at school, and we were in block warming up. I was walking with my flute, holding it by the side, and I was marching, and all of a sudden I just started getting really dizzy and I blacked out for a minute. But I was still marching, and this senior behind me like saw me kind of like fall over. I had my flute up and it was just gonna be a bad situation, and luckily he caught me too. So that was good, but the turf was so hot that day. But despite all the random medical checks that I had that week, I had so much fun, and I am so glad that I joined band. It's a great class. You meet so many great people, and you really get to know like the upperclassmen too, which was great as a freshman. Because getting in with the upperclassmen early was the thing to do. So I had a blast freshman year. And that kind of sums it up because other than band, the only thing I did was play soccer and volleyball year round, which occupied a lot of my time. I mean, I don't really complain because I love to play. I mean, it keeps me busy and I burn a lot of calories so I can eat whatever I want. So I didn't really have to worry about much. So I was a happy freshman at FHC, which I'm glad my parents picked this school.